Hello, my beautiful Libras, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your February 2020 reading, and your theme is the Six of Swords: transition, migration, letting go, new territory, a new land. This might be actual movement, but it is at minimum a new perspective, and it's scary, it's different, right? But moving on to a new land, a new perspective is going to allow you opportunities that you never had before. If it is an actual physical movement, new land, new perspective, it will at least give you a new way of thinking, right? It's going to help your expansion in the best possible way. It just might be difficult during the transition. During all transitions, it is painful sometimes, but we always come out better in the end. Like the cocoon phase before the caterpillar transitions into a butterfly. If you didn't have the cocoon phase, then the caterpillar would never become that big, beautiful butterfly with literally expanded horizons, since it can now fly. So, and that new perspective, that new higher perspective that also comes after the transition, all right? So now I'm going to pull some cards and let's see how each week of the month is going to go, all right? So I've shuffled the cards off camera. I'm just cutting them to see how each week's going to go. Ooh. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell. Ooh, interesting. So you never miss a video. I have monthly, mid-monthly videos as well. And comment below. I love reading your comments so much. Cool. Also, I'm a Libra too, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm super invested in this outcome, but you know, I'm also as honest as possible, right? Okay, and I've got 3 different decks. So my Tarot of the Cat deck represents what's happening on the surface. My Tarot of the Thoth deck represents what's happening beneath the surface. And last but not least, my Mystic Mondays deck is advice, so you can get the best possible outcome, all right? And make sure you stick around until the end, where we have got pick your own destiny cards, all right? So there's definitely a lot of intense transitions during this month. Wow, so we started off super strong the first week of the month. We have got the High Priest. This also might be a Taurus influence. So a tradition, family heritage, religion, ritual, practice. I mean, it could be spiritual or religious, right? But you're totally feeling that connection to the divine through ritual. Also, this is also the energy of someone who is very forgiving and wise and kind and is very learned. More of their knowledge comes from learning through books and through history. Very, very good at history, good understanding of the past and how it's affecting the present as well. But a very kind and forgiving and generous person as well. And beneath the surface, look at what we've got. We have got the Ace of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, right? So the Ace of Wands, there's like this rebirth when it comes to spiritual energy, and maybe even having a leadership role and wisdom when it comes to spiritual energy, right? This could be the influence of someone else, but it is allowing this birth within you, this spiritual energy. It is absolutely amazing, like just feeling alive and new opportunities and perspectives when it comes to where you want to go in your life, what's spiritually fulfilling, creative energy. And your advice is, we have got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is saying that, you know, you have this amazing spiritual energy, and just to go for it. Just go for what feels right. Be wise in your decisions, but you know what you're doing. So that's really, really positive. Very like spiritually powerful during the first week, right? And this change, this new perspective probably isn't necessarily going to be easy. You know, we do have the Six of Swords for your theme for this month, right? So during the second week, we have got on the surface the Two of Swords, okay? This is most likely you, possibly another Libra, Gemini, Aquarius influence. There is a bit of a stalemate. There might be indecision. There might be weighing your options, not really sure what to do. Beneath the surface, we have got the Princess of Swords, right? There might be some, you know, this could be someone else and it's affecting you in not so great of a way, right? But there might be a little bit of, you know, drama or bullshit coming your way, and you're just gonna have to stand your ground and deal with it, right? And maybe because of a little bit of the stress might be making you not really make a decision straight away, but it's difficult. But also it could be someone else's lack of decision that is kind of causing a bit of a negative influence, but also a stalemate with just kind of like, not necessarily that there's an arguing, but like almost like tension of the lack thereof, if that makes sense. But your advice, I love this advice. I think you will too. Your advice for the second week is the Nine of Pentacles. Also possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. The Nine of Pentacles is saying, enjoy the good things in life, you know? Treat yourself, take yourself out for dinner, buy yourself a nice dress or a nice suit. Excuse me. You know, treat yourself, enjoy the good things in life. You've worked so hard. Okay, you've come a long way. You know, it's not just about keeping money and holding on to it and never spending it, being a penny pincher, right? It's okay to treat yourself once in a while, so do it. All right, during the third week of February, on the surface, this is so cool. We have got the Empress, super strong, powerful, feminine energy, a leader, someone who doesn't need to go out and do anything because they just own it. They just own it wherever they are. People come to them. They don't go to people, you know. An amazing leader, very fair, also very kind and very experienced, you know, and that's led to their wisdom. So that's so cool that during the first week, you've got wisdom based on knowledge and history and educating yourself from books potentially or online resources. But during the third week, we've got this Empress energy. Also could be an Aries or female Aries influence, right? But we've got this Empress energy that is actually knowledge through experience. So it seems like you've got a bit of both. And also beneath the surface, we have got the Eon, all right? This could be potentially you've gotten to this point because of your ancestors, right? Spirit guides, higher self have led you to be in this amazing like leadership energy. Also, it could be you've gotten here because you have honestly and authentically, you know, looked at your past. You've looked at the light side of yourself. You've looked at the dark side of yourself. You've investigated it fearlessly. I'm sure there was fear once in a while, but overall, you've done an amazing job looking honestly, rawly, and authentically at within yourself, right? And seriously judging it for the best, right? You know, you've had to make a lot of big changes in your life, and that's because you have reflected, but like hardcore reflected and not brushed anything under the rug, or at least if you did, it wasn't for that long, right? And that's allowed you to become the strong, powerful leader that you are, all right? And your advice for the third week is we have got the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so again, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, right? But the Two of Pentacles is saying, you know, where you want to go in your life, how you want to make your money, where you want to live, where do you want to be, what you want to succeed at on this planet, right? Prioritize it, okay? You can't do everything right, and you know that, right? But just kind of figure out like what are your priorities, what's important to you, so that you can kind of weigh your options and figure out the next step of where you want to go, okay? And it might have something to do with this Two of Swords energy during the second week as well, but you're just during the third week, like you're seriously more realistically thinking about things in a more tangible manner. All right, this is so interesting. During the fourth week, we have got the Fool card. You are taking a big risk. You know, you have completed so much, you've done so much, and you're just taking this absolute massive risk and you're going for it. But this is so cool. We have got beneath the surface, we have got the Queen of Discs. Okay, so this risk isn't like completely foolish. It is grounded in reason, in logic. It is sensible, like, and it also might be a risk based on where you live, how you make your money, just things. It could be like investment or property, just something to do with like physical things in the world, or money, you know what I mean? Or how you make your money, right? But you're taking a massive risk. You're kind of like starting from ground zero, right? It is zero, right? The Fool. And your advice card, this is cool. We have got the Six of Cups. Okay, again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, right? So the Six of Cups is telling you to take a trip down memory lane, to think about like what were the things that you enjoyed doing as a child, like nostalgia. Yes, we've all had our difficult, a lot of us watching this video right now, I know I'm included in this, have had our difficult childhoods, okay? There have been ups, there have been downs, right? But the Six of Cups is telling you, you know, what are some of the things that you like to do as a child? What are some of the things you like to experience as a child? Did you sing? Did you dance? Did you like to eat strawberry ice cream? But are there certain things that your childhood self absolutely loved to do that you're not doing right now? The Six of Cups is telling you to do those things. Ask your heart, ask your inner child right now, what do you want to do? And then whatever it says, if it's have a bubble bath, if it's go dancing, if it's jumping up and down on a trampoline, if it's to hang out with animals, do it, do it, do it. That's going to give you your power. That's going to give you your strength. And also this new direction that you might want to go to, might have something to do with the positive aspects of your childhood, the positive aspects of nostalgia, okay? So you are now in time for destiny cards, all right? So, oh, and by the way, before I get to the destiny cards, like there is definitely that transition, that risk you're taking. It's going to be difficult, but you can do it. And it's a necessary change as well. All right, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. If you want to get straight to your destiny cards, you can click on the timestamp in the pinned comment below, okay? So tell me, like, what's going on for you this month? What do you think is this risk that you're going to take? I love reading your comments so much, and they super mean a lot. Definitely. All right, so I do pull 1 card each from each of my decks just to, again, represent what's happening on the surface, beneath the surface, and also advice cards, okay? Yeah, and what is it that do you think you're gonna be dealing with during the second week? Like this standoff, this standstill, and maybe like a little bit of bullshit, like, so curious. I love reading your comments. I feel like I've said that a million times. All right. Yeah, but like super strong, powerful energy with the High Priest and the Empress. Like, wow, that is an amazing balance in a sense. So, all right. Advice cards for destiny cards. 1, 2, and 3. All right, if you picked 1 for your destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Ooh. Whoa, oh my gosh. Wow, were you like, this risk that you're taking, are you taking this risk because you had to walk away from something? We've got the 8 of Pentacles on the surface. It's like, you're taking this risk because it's like, what the hell else do I have left to lose? Because, you know, there's like, it's like what was working before isn't working anymore. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to, you know, I've thought about it. I'm just going to do it. And you know what? I might be starting again from, you know, ground zero, square one. But you know what? Better to take this new risk in a new place where you don't know where the hell you're going. You don't know exactly how it's going to end up, right? But it's like you cannot stay where you are anymore, right? And you're doing that because look what we've got beneath the surface, the 3 of Cups, abundance, right? You do want that emotional fulfillment, right? And also the 3 of Cups is like a collection of people who are close to you. It's not just like one person. It's like you do want to be fulfilled with multiple people in your life, right? So like, are you walking away from something that used to be fulfilling to kind of start afresh with like a new group of people or a new job that's emotionally fulfilling, or just like friends or something like that, right? But that's really interesting that you're having to walk away from that. But your advice is, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Possibly, obviously it could be you, but possibly another Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn influence. The 5 of Pentacles is saying that you seriously need to reflect on the past, right? You need to look at patterns, how you got to this situation, right? Because it's not the first time. It's happened a few times before. And if you look back honestly, rawly, and authentically, you'll know this often represents, you know, repeated pattern of pain that originally came from childhood. So I think you genuinely need to look at your past and see if you can find a pattern, okay? You are moving on to a better future where you are going to feel more spiritually fulfilled, but if you want that fulfillment to last, you have to look back at your past. No brushing things under the rug. All right, if you pick 2 for your destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Oops. Ooh. All right. So what we've got on the surface is the Hanged Man, all right? So the Hanged Man, it's like, I think maybe that's why you just decided to take this risk with the Fool during the 4th week, because the Hanged Man, you felt really stuck. You felt like, you know, you're stuck in this situation that there's nothing you can do. Maybe you feel like you've been sacrificed or unfairly accused of something, treated unfairly, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? But it's allowed you to gain this enlightenment, to wish for something more, and you've actually lined yourself up. Underneath the surface, we've got the Sun card. The Sun, like, this has really made you want to just be like, you know what, I need to have a life where there is a lot of joy and celebration and just pleasure and bliss and just loving life, you know, dancing and just like really, really enjoying yourself, right? So actually that feeling of restriction, that feeling of being stuck has birthed within you this super deep desire that you will be lining up with in the future, okay? And that's probably why you're taking this risk, you know? Your advice card is we've got the Ace of Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, but the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity in love, okay? Emotional fulfillment, right? I mean, if you were walking away from a relationship or if you were walking from a situation that made you feel like stuck, right? Your advice is just like, you know, to go for this new opportunity for bliss, for love, for emotional fulfillment, okay? Because you have that new opportunity being presented in front of you. All right, if you picked 3, let's see what we've got. Oh my God. Okay, it's good. It's good because the not nicest of the cards is, you know, at the end. Okay, so stick with me on this one. On the surface, we have got the Lovers. Okay, possible Gemini, Libra influence. So I feel like, you know, in regards to a love relationship, I don't know what it is, what risk you're taking, or that risk might not necessarily be related to the love relationship. However, I see that there is someone that you are in a romantic relationship with, okay? And what's really great is that your union actually is super strong. We've got the 9 of Wands beneath the surface, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, right? So you guys are very strong together. It's on a really solid foundation. I feel like maybe you two have been through a lot together, and you've stuck together. So you are like, it's not like you are able, it's not a weak foundation. You're able to, it's a strong relationship. So it's very, very good, okay? Your advice card is that like whatever around your relationship or related to your relationship, I don't think this is your relationship because this is an advice card, okay? But the Tower is saying like if there's something in the past like that is has caused disruption in your relationship, in your love relationship, that you need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. It's dead, it's over, it's done, right? You do have a foundation of strength, right? And probably because of the difficulty that you've gone through in your relationship, that's what's helped build your strength, right? Built your union and is continuing to build your bond, okay? And I do see a lot of positive spiritual energy that is the foundation of this, but it's not like it was easy to get there, okay? But I think you guys are good, all right? If you'd like a private reading, send me an email, contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. You can also check out my website, follow me on social media. All of that is in the information below. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings. So again, make sure you have liked, subscribed, hit the notification bell, comment below. I appreciate shares, all of those things super help me out a lot, all right? So, still here. It's time for secret bonus card. Yay! I'm a Libra too, so this is a secret bonus card for me too. All right, let's see. What is one more super important piece of information that my beautiful, lovely Libras need to know to have the absolute best, most fantastic, amazing February ever? This card actually popped up and I put it back in, and I'm always like, okay, if you're meant to come back out, then you're going to come back out, okay? 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possible influence, but keep working, keep at it. This is work well worth doing. If this is a creative endeavor, if this is work, volunteer work where you make money or whatever, you are just keep at it, keep at it. It is beginning to pay off. It will pay off in the end. You are a hard worker. You are awesome. You have amazing skills and talent. People are beginning to notice, and people will really notice in the future, okay? Have a great month. Bye.